can I just move on? Let's go straight down to Delhi, ladies and gentlemen. No waste time. We have 4 states to cover before 8:30. At 8:30 p.m., we'll put out the first post-Modi snap poll, as in the post-Modi coronation snap poll. But before that, here's the picture in Rajasthan. It's a key state, and I only want to say this. Rajasthan is a state the Congress party cannot afford to lose. Rajasthan has a state which is similar to Delhi, as in the margins have been extremely close.
Very close, yes.
So it is close to losing, but it cannot afford to lose. The BJP had a lot of infighting last time. This they have got over this time. Yeah. This victory in Rajasthan will be a personal victory for Vasundhara, as we are projecting now. So what's the result in Rajasthan? Bellwether state for the Congress party.
Absolutely. First of all, we should tell our viewers that the state is important because irrespective of the margin in the Vidhan Sabha, for the past 2 elections, the trend has been that the same party literally takes all the seats in the Lok Sabha. So BJP took 21 in 2004, the Congress took 21 in 2004. Though they both won the assembly elections by margins of less than 3% of the vote. That's why this is important. The BJP here is going back to its 2003 tally. It had 120, it's getting to 180. Congress, identically, it had 56 then, it's going to 64 now. Almost similar to the 2003 tally. The vote share difference then was about 3.5%. This time it's going to be about 4%. 40% for the BJP, 36% for the Congress. Now, if the BJP maintains this tempo, then like 2004, it can end up with 19 or 20 Lok Sabha seats. And I think that is the reason these numbers are extremely important.
Absolutely. The margin of victory was there. Sachin Pilot, good evening. Arnav here. The result is on our screen right now. I don't know if you heard Jay Mrug, but what Times Now is projecting is that you will be down to 64 seats and the BJP up to 118 in a 230-member house, which means the BJP on its own will have a comfortable majority and you would lose 32 seats. Your response, Sachin?
I don't have much to say because I think these projections are way too in advance. The state of Rajasthan, I think, is a keenly contested state. We've been in government for 5 years, and I think the programs and the kind of things we've done in the last 1 year has certainly improved our position. And I don't agree with the drastic reduction in our vote share in the coming assembly elections. And also, don't forget, you keep talking about names and faces, but neither party has decided who the MLA candidates will be. So elections have become now very specific to the constituencies, and whichever party gives the best set of candidates has a much greater chance of actually winning those seats which are marginal. And don't forget, there are seats that have triangular contests. There are constituencies which the margins are very, very low. So it's a little difficult to predict with such specifics as you have to say we'll get this much less and this much more. I'm pretty confident that we'll do much better than what you predicted and come back to par in Rajasthan.
No, but Sachin, let's get Manavendra Singh also of the BJP. He's joining us right now. Sachin, I just want to correct one point there. We are not talking about large loss of vote share as far as the Congress party is concerned. We are only projecting here on Times Now a 1% loss in vote share from 37 to 36%. However, because the margins of victory, as you were well aware, Sachin, were very close last time, hence the BJP wins. And I'd like to get Manavendra in. You see, Manavendra, good evening, this is Arnab here. If the BJP, many people would say, would win even if it were to get 3 or 4% more. But they get 6% more. Why do you think your party is projected to do so much better, which is a good wave? A 6% positive vote share is a very good wave in terms of Rajasthan. What explains this in your view?
I think the main issue has been governance in Rajasthan. And it's been a myth that the Chief Minister Ashok Gehlot has provided a good government. People in Delhi seem to be convinced by his governance, but the people in the villages of Rajasthan have been complaining, have been moaning about malgovernance. Last 1 year, as Sachin said, that there's been a spew of announcements and spew of doles and freebies, but that's too little and too late, and it's cynical because, and as people have seen through that it's it's an election gimmick. And it's lost its spurt, the charm is gone. Even the freebies don't catch any traction anymore.
Is it also possible, Sachin, just quick question from you and then I'll go across to our analysts. Is it possible that last time actually it was an optical illusion in terms of a Congress victory? Because the margins were so wafer thin. I remember there was one seat, Sachin, in which the Congress candidate won by 1 vote.
He lost.
The closest was a one vote.
And in fact, that
One
changed
vote
the
win.
chief ministerial equations, because CP Joshi was the Rahul Gandhi man who could have become the chief minister, but one vote loss for CP Joshi cost him the chief ministership of Rajasthan the last time around, and Ashok Gehlot came forward and became the chief minister.
And therefore, the moral of the story is, Sachin Pilot, that this time it is the Congress party which has internal dissent, whereas the BJP has put its act together. So last time you won because the BJP did not put its house in order. So they did you a favor last time, which they are not doing this time.
Well, I don't think the BJP house is in order, and frankly it's not for me to judge the BJP. I rather focus myself on the Congress and our government and our party. You see, I think in the Congress party we are going with the collective leadership, and I don't think it's an issue of one faction versus the other faction. And ultimately, Arnav, as you know, Jo Jeeta wo Sikandar. It doesn't matter whether you win by one vote or 1,000. In a democracy, it's first past the post. So I don't think it's quite so simple to say that, you know...
corruption is an issue. You know, Ashok Gehlot government has been under fire on the corruption issue. Do you feel this also tells you the story that the Congress party is, you know, the impression one gets that the Congress party doesn't care about corruption as an election issue is misplaced?
Not at all. I think the Congress party and our government, wherever we have governments, we take strict action. Idea is that we don't live in denial. If there is something alleged or charged, investigation is done. If found guilty, people face the consequences. No one is saying that, you know, we will actually be in ostrich-like situation and not accept what's going on. But to be fair, I think the government has done reasonably well. The government has come out and really done things for all sections of society in Rajasthan. So I'm pretty much, I mean, I don't want to deny your projections. You have your own statistical analysis and poll figures. But I'm confident in the next month and a half when we go to polls, Rajasthan might show you a whole different picture than what you've given this evening.
Well, I
Sachin,
think
how much are you relying on the Rahul Gandhi factor? You have had two rallies by Rahul Gandhi in the space of 1 week. How much are you relying on the Rahul Gandhi factor to revive the fortunes of the Congress in the state of Rajasthan?
Well, Mr. Rahul Gandhi has been campaigning all over the country, and he's campaigned twice already in Rajasthan. Mrs. Gandhi is going on 23rd, 22nd. So our leaders are campaigning, and we are leading from the front in terms of what we should be saying and doing. And we don't do a negative politics of finding faults and pointing figures. Let people judge on how our government has performed. To my mind, we've done a fair job, and people have actually liked the policies and programs. And Mr. Rahul Gandhi has had, I think, a great impact in both the two areas where we had massive turnout for his rallies.
Well, that turnout doesn't seem to impact in terms of real wins or losses. And when he went last time, he went to Vasundhara Raje's constituency. I think on the issue of corruption, there was a comment here on the impact of corruption in Rajasthan.
The impact of Vasundhara Raje's yatra since April, where she's really traversed across Rajasthan, the response from the public has been unbelievable. And the issues that they have raised during her rally are the issues that she has questioned Ashok Gehlot's government. Now, I just want to highlight two things which probably are impacting this survey. That the fact Ashok Gehlot's government was in hibernation for 4 years, and this year they've come out giving a slew of, you know, welfare measures and so on. That's one thing. Second is, since April, when questions are being raised, he is not answered. On the contrary, the Chief Minister is following the agenda set by the opposition, which is really not for the government. The government should set the agenda, which is what Mr. Pilot is saying, and I wish it was truly that. It isn't that. Rajasthan today, agenda is being set by the opposition. The answers are not being given by Ashok Gehlot. Look at the roads, look at the level of unemployment, and above all, on water, the kind of funds which are unutilized, which are going back to the center. The Japanese have said, namaste, we will not be able to work further here, even on an issue of water. Yes. So I think Rajasthan government has failed the people of Rajasthan, and for which your survey shows what is the outcome.
Once again, on the national impact, let's come back to the panel. I start with Manisha. If this trend is there, then 45% is the projected vote share of the BJP in the Lok Sabha elections. You know, just apply that to what's happening right now, and you're seeing significant gains for the BJP in this part of the Hindi heartland. How is this going to impact the run-up to, 2014? Manish.
See, Rajasthan is like a lab. That's where you've got Rahul Gandhi on the ground. So to counter the Modi phenomena, you've got Rahul Gandhi.
Because they're apprehensive.
Yes, and he's coming out with the dream sequence. But on the ground, you've got Ashok Gehlot, who this afternoon sat for the metro rail inauguration. But what was the bigger thing at hand? There is a statewide strike of doctors. Patients are out on the road. The unemployment situation is such that for a police recruitment of 350 seats, over 1.5 lakh applications. And each one of those, the pension scheme, rolled out in this year's budget, does not reach the people. So in a sense, the government unpacking happens just towards the very end.
But it's a telling indictment of the Congress party leadership, which everyone, including Sachin Pilot, are extremely protective about.
Pilot's own constituency, no roads.
What did, extreme tolerance of anyone the Congress party leadership is comfortable with. Rashid Kidwai, comfortable with Ashok Gehlot. Corruption charges don't matter. Communal riots don't matter. Infighting doesn't matter. Lack of infrastructure doesn't matter. Ashok Gehlot is the Gandhi's chosen man in Jaipur, whether anyone likes it or not, whether the people of Rajasthan like it or not. Is it an indictment on the Congress party top leadership?
Yes,
the results in
there
Rajasthan.
is a lot to introspect, because there are a lot of other things that Congress party did with Rajasthan. Look at the induction of Shishram Ola in Union Cabinet. It has not served purpose.
But they've not corrected the real issue.
This is the thing. I'm saying there is a lot to learn. There is a whole issue
Left
of
Jyoti Mirza by the side.
Last 4 years,
Still
Mr.
wants
C.P.
an Ola.
Joshi and
No
Mr.
Jyoti.
Ashok Gehlot have been constantly at loggerheads. And Congress and Rahul Gandhi has just been,
what did Rahul Gandhi or Sonia Gandhi do when the Bharatpur riots happened? At that point of time, Hartosh, there was a fact-finding mission sent out by the Congress party leadership which blamed the government for the use of excessive force, but nothing happened. There was no action taken against either the then Home Minister or the then Chief Minister. Sachin is raising his hand. Sachin doesn't like this line of questioning. Sachin, I'm coming to you, but that's a fact. That's what people are going to say, that your party central leadership did not act when it needed to. Hartosh, you agree with that?
The Congress has a long history. You can go back to 1984 of using the very judicial mechanisms that are supposed to deliver justice to subvert justice, setting up inquiry commissions, fact-finding missions. These are ways of obfuscating the truth and actually putting blame on the people who actually start the riots.
But no action was taken.
No action will ever be taken. This is a part of the Congress's legacy on communal rights as well.
But Sachin, some tough questions your party leadership will have to answer. Will you be able to protect your top leadership once again if this is the result in your state of Rajasthan?
It's not a question about protecting any leader. You see, everyone is responsible for the job they've been given. We talked about the incident in Bharatpur. That was the most unfortunate incident where people lost their lives. The CBI has investigated, they've charge-sheeted people, investigations are fully on, and people who are responsible for it have actually been meted out punishments, whether they're bureaucrats or police officers, and any political person who was involved has also been charge-sheeted, by the way, irrespective of party lines. So it's wrong to say that the Congress is sitting back and not doing anything when something has gone wrong. But the issue of governance of a state is larger than one incident. And I think it's wrong to say that the BJP, which was in power for 5 years last time, lost the election because there was infighting in the BJP. The BJP government actually failed. There were 70 people killed by police firing, and that is why the Congress actually said that this government is not worth keeping Rajasthan anymore, and we got elected. And let's have patience. I think let people be the judge and not the panelists and anchors decide what the results will be. Because this
sorry.
before the campaign started.
I think the Congress needs to really worry about what's happening in Rajasthan. Rajasthan is now on its way to becoming a bipolar state. The BJP earlier used to have to form an anti-Congress alliance with a lot of local leaders, and it never got a majority. The first time it got a majority was in 2003 with Vasundhara Raje, and now again it's on its way to getting a majority. So clearly, the Congress is ceding space to the BJP, and the BJP is coming up as a solid opposition force to the Congress. So that's one more state gone from the Congress.
More importantly, of the two states we've covered, Congress party loses Delhi.
I have a question.
Or is in a hung situation in Delhi and the Congress party loses Rajasthan. Let's look at the national picture, gentlemen. What is the story we are getting at the national picture? Ajay, at the national level, please.
No, I have a question for Sachin.
Yeah.
If he's with us still. I am told that there is some talks about some understanding between the BSP and the Congress, both for the Assembly and the Lok Sabha. Is that a possibility? Because, you know, you'll be needing, just like the BJP earlier needed some smaller parties, the Congress support has been declining. So is that a possibility?
Well, first of all, we have 20 MPs from that state out of 25. We have a government that's got clear majority. There is absolutely no question of going with any political party. We have, I think, one of the strongest bases in North India is in Rajasthan. And Rajasthan people, I think, are the best judge of who should govern them. I don't think Congress party is going for any alliances pre or post.